Not recording, sorry.
Oh, okay.
I'm Jameson from the Flat Earth channel, Keeping It Flat, and I'm here with Paul in our local cemetery. And I have a few questions for you. What do you know about our solar system?
Well, I know about the planets.
Yeah.
I know, where the sun is, sort of thing. And, all those sort of general things. I mean, I have engineering degrees and things of that sort, so I'm a little bit familiar with this sort of stuff.
Perfect for answering these questions this morning. Have you ever come across any alternative theories relating to our planet in the solar system?
You'll have to just explain to me what you mean by that a little bit. I mean, in terms of
Okay.
Gaia theory, you mean, or something like that? Or
Do you think there is any possibilities that the Earth is not a globe?
Well, it's an oblate spheroid.
Oh, yeah.
It's slightly flattened here and there, but it's. I mean, the flat Earth theory went out of fashion a little while ago.
Well, I'm here to tell you, people are now putting it back in fashion. They're chatting about it on YouTube, and they're trying to prove it's a globe. They're trying to find curvature, but they're not finding any.
You only have to get up a mountain and you can start to see it. And you get in a plane, and the curvature is pretty apparent.
Yeah, we've been told this, and I thought I could see the curve as well until I realised.
What about the the NASA shots from the moon and all that?
The photos of Earth from space.
It's a big conspiracy, of course, and
well,
you know
it is.
what happens with big conspiracy theories, don't you?
These pictures are not photographs; they're actually artists' impressions.
Very good photos.
Oh well, okay.
I mean,
people are questioning
the
people
famous
questioning
moonrise picture, or Earthrise picture, sorry, is really very impressively globular, and if you look at weather satellite imagery, you can see the curvature of the Earth.
I really appreciate
real pixel stuff.
I really appreciate you coming into this conversation with me. I'm not here to change your opinion.
No.
I'm just here to report to you on what everybody's chatting about.
And they're chatting about the flat Earth.
And the results because they're actually putting it to the test.
Okay, so they're looking for the edge.
They found the edge.
They found the edge.
Antarctica. The flat Earth map has Antarctica all the way around the outside.
Well, that's the Mercator projection map, which inevitably does that because it opens up the peel and literally spreads it around to make the grids rectangular. So, so that's more than an artistic. That's a mathematical impression of the surface of the Earth.
Yeah,
and then
Africa's become a lot bigger in recent years since they discovered the map was slightly inaccurate.
Well, people draw maps in all sorts of ways, don't they? I mean,
yes.
Because it's a sphere, more or less, then you can do these sort of slicey type things. Yeah. Where just the tips of the peel slices, if you like, would be Antarctica, and there'd be big gaps of nothingness. That's one. So that's
like
literally
peel.
opening up the peel aspect. But if you do a Mercator projection and make it rectangular, so it's continuous all the way across, then all the distances get distorted.
But you know the original flat Earth map?
Well,
it's like this thing we're standing on, North Pole, South Pole all the way around the outside.
Yeah.
The UN actually have it on their flat.
That's just one particular projection that you could make up out of a sphere, basically. With many, you could, Many years ago, of course, there were maps where the UK was the centre of the universe.
But
the Roman Empire.
But see, the flat Earth map. We'll finish this conversation in a minute because I know you're also. But I just wanted to say that the flat Earth map is quite. It's been there for quite a long time, and because they came up with the globe.
Of course, people like the Egyptians thought it was flat.
Yeah.
And they thought a boat flowed underneath at night to carry the moon and so forth, and carry the sun, so it came up on the other side. And all of that, I mean, there's a lot of stuff out there,
isn't there?
And but satellite imagery makes a.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not just about images, of course. The whole telecom system of the world operates with geostationary satellites. and they wouldn't exist if the Earth wasn't round.
Right.
So the only way they can see each other is because it isn't flat.
Would you be looking into this subject in the future now that I've mentioned it?
I wouldn't, only for a little bit of amusement, really.
Okay.
I mean, you know, it is.
Would
if
you
you
like-
imagine all the the photos of the Earth from space?
The artist's impressions of the Earth from space.
They're not artist's impressions. They're real pixels. Real pixels.
Well,
and the same comes for Pluto.
I stand here today to say that they are.
NASA's fiddled it.
Yes. And I'm not saying that because I benefit in any way from this.
Well, the only snag is that what I would say is that if you're working on the principle that there's a massive conspiracy theory,
okay,
then it's worth all massive the same as all massive conspiracy theories. It's just madness.
Yeah.
Okay.
There's a documentary called Flat Earth Clues. Which.
But what about the spaceman in Mexico with the lines on the ground?
The spaceman in Mexico.
I've heard about the aliens that visited. You know, what is the origin of the standing stones in Easter Island? You know,
there's so much to find out about.
Oh, yes, yes. And there's all sorts of mad people with all sorts of. But you put a camera in space, of which there are thousands. You know, the whole Sky TV network works on an orbital system. It can't be orbit round a flat Earth, can it? It's got some really sharp corners to get round.
We'll see about that.
Well, I'm afraid I know. That's one thing you'll be confident about.
So you believe in the International Space Station?
Of course, yes.
Where do they get all their oxygen from? And where do they get all their oxygen?
They fly it up. They fly it up. It's only a small thing. Have you seen the pictures from inside it? It's not much more than a very small living room.
And when they went to the moon, where did they get the oxygen for that excursion? Because they must have needed a lot of oxygen. There was 3 of them in a little thing.
Well, they pack it in cylinders under extremely high pressure. I mean, you know, a Saturn rocket spews out 3 tons of it every second it's flying. Oxygen is a fifth of the atmosphere.
Yes.
There's shed loads of it.
Yes.
And you can condense it into a liquid.
Yes, yes.
Okay, so
good man.
Off you go with your flat Earth.
I'll let you know how I get on next time I see you.
Yeah. But if you find the edge, be careful. The next step could be dangerous.
You're right. That's great. Cheers, mate. Okay, so my name's James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat.
YouTube. Yes.
And I just wanted to ask you what you guys know about the universe.
Yes. The universe is eternal. It's created by the Almighty God. He creates the heavens and the earth and everything that is in the universe. The Bible tells us that the universe is from everlasting to everlasting.
Yes.
Created by God, and that the world, the entire world, could see the majesty, the power, and the glory of God. The universe is so big that the Bible, we are told by science, that light travels 186.6 miles a second.
Right.
And the Bible said, behold the universe and the stars, how high they are.
Yes.
It tells us too that God names all the planets and all the stars. The Bible said he called them all by name. So we serve a God who is great and wonderful, majestic in power. But what the Bible says, God loves us.
Yes.
And he sent Jesus Christ to die to save man from their sins. The world today is in total chaos.
I've got another question for you.
Yes, another question.
Okay. Is there any possibility that the planet we're living on is not a globe?
Is there a possibility? It is a globe. It is. This planet that we live on,
yes,
it's not just a circle. And thus, within this planet, we have the sea,
yes,
the rivers, the mountains. When we look up in the sky, we see the skies that is around.
Like a firmament over us.
Yes.
Have you ever heard of the Earth being a fixed, flat plane?
Yes, but that is so false. The Earth is not a fixed flat plane. The Earth is a globe, a circle. And the Bible tells us too that God sitteth upon the circles of the earth.
And when they were on the moon, the man, what were he saying? There's a full Earth out tonight.
Yes.
So you believe we went to the moon?
Man went to the moon.
Yeah?
Yes.
Do you think so?
Yes.
I have my doubts about space travel because the astronauts are saying they can't get past the Van Allen radiation belt.
The Van Allen radiation belt is a belt that is around the Earth.
Yes.
That filters many poisonous gas that's around the Earth.
Yeah.
But what happened? The science long before there was a scientist.
Yes.
The Almighty God says He created the earth, and you know what He says about the earth too? Let me make this point. He created this planet to be inhabited. You know that? He created it to be inhabited, and irrespective of what man may try to do and the doubts he may come up with, the Word of God stands fast forever and ever. Listen to this one. He said this one. The grass, that's in Isaiah 40, verse 7 and 8. He said, the grass withereth, grass. The flower fadeth, but my word stands forever. Anyway,
thank you very much for today. You've been both.
Faith is a great thing, you know.
Thank you for your words and your messages.
A lot of people got faith in the wrong thing.
You see.
Yes.
There is a God.
Good.
All the evidence is around us.
Yes.
And we can be so blind.
You see.
Good.
So it was nice talking with
It was
you.
nice meeting you.
Everything has an order about it, doesn't it?
My name's James from the YouTube channel Keepin Flat.
Yes.
And I'm here to ask people what they know about the flat Earth theory.
How can it be an accident? Everything has its place.
Will you guys look into
Everything interacts with one another, nature and everything.
So therefore, it's not just to know about the universe, but to know about the God who creates the universe and holds things into being. And the God who says one day He is coming to bring this earth peace, happiness, and rid it of sin. And it's because of sin why man has so many vague ideas about God and about the universe. But I'm excited with the universe. The universe, and the scientist tells us what the Bible tells us too, that the universe is eternal. Look here, Fred.
Nice one. I'll see you about them. I have some.
Oh, okay.
Good.
All the best. Let there be love. Hi, my name's James from the YouTube channel Keepin It Flat.
Alright, sweet.
I'm here with a gentleman in the street. He's just walking down the road, and I've got a question. What do you know about our solar system?
Absolutely nothing, actually. Don't put me on the spot, really. No, I'm not much at all. I know we're in it. That's about it, really.
Have you ever come across any alternative theories regarding our planet in the universe?
Not that you put me on the spot and I can think of. No, I can't think of any, to be honest.
Okay, has a friend or a family member ever mentioned to you the flat Earth theory?
Flat Earth theory? Oh, what people used to believe years ago, that the Earth's flat?
Yeah.
Of course, yeah.
And do you think there's any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
No, I mean, I'm pretty 100% sure. I think I've been on enough aeroplanes and seen the curvature to see that it's pretty circular.
And do you believe NASA is telling us truth? And
probably not. I do vaguely believe that there are probably aliens somewhere or other.
But how about Mars? Do you think that's a genuine thing going on? Because I really don't think we actually can get anywhere close to Mars, let alone the moon.
Really?
Really, yes. You know, Stanley Kubrick was involved in the Apollo missions?
Oh God, yeah, all that stuff with the wind on the flag and all that. Yeah, I don't know about that either, really.
No, it's not. Yeah, okay.
But Mars, I don't know. Why not? Maybe they're there. I've got no idea.
Mars is a chocolate bar, mate. That's all I'm saying.
Could be. I don't know. Or maybe it's full of aliens and they don't want to tell us.
So this sort of thing interests you?
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
Especially on a Monday morning when...
Yeah, especially on a Monday morning when I've had an insanely heavy weekend. My brain's pretty frazzled, yeah.
Well, it's been lovely to meet you. Thanks for taking part in my little street survey. The YouTube channel's called Keeping It Flat, and I'm just out here getting people's first reactions to this theory because it's gaining momentum on YouTube.
Cool, man. I'll check it out.
All right, all the best. You too.
Cheers, mate. Have a good one.
See you. Hello, my name's James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat. I'm here with a gentleman in the street. What do you know about our solar system? Nothing? Okay.
Thank you.
Hi, my name's James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat. I'd like to ask you a question about the universe. What do you know about it?
About the universe?
Yeah.
What we know about the universe? There's life.
Yes.
Yeah. More planets than this.
Yes.
And what else? I mean, if it's from a physical perspective, yeah, it's just like everything works together.
Yes.
Yeah? So Earth depends on the sun, moon, so it's like a whole, let's say, collaboration of stars.
Thank you very much for that answer. Have you ever come across any alternative theories relating to our planet in the solar system?
Theories? What theories? Of the solar system?
And our planet.
There would be life outside of Earth?
Okay, I have another question for you. Do you think there is any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
There's always possibilities.
There are always possibilities, maybe that it's not that round that we think of. Maybe the shape can be slightly different. I don't know.
Yeah, you're right. NASA have recently been saying it's more like a tangerine or a pear shape, an oblique spheroid, flatter at the top and the bottom. Has anyone ever mentioned to you the flat Earth theory? That the theory that the Earth is flat?
I mean, I don't think it's flat because, you know, you have like...
Have you heard about this?
That it's flat? I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
But so it's kind of new. Now that I've said it, you're like, oh, I haven't heard this before.
That it's flat, yeah, well...
Okay. Do you believe, does this sort of thing interest you?
Universe, I mean, of course we live here. Yeah.
Cool.
But, yeah.
Okay. Maybe the last question, if you'd like. Do you believe NASA is telling the truth?
No.
Hey! High five.
Of course not.
I think
they're
they're
the
playing.
biggest liars.
Yeah.
And I don't think Armstrong was the first person to visit the moon. And what else were they lying about? Actually, too many things.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Good answer.
Yeah.
Yeah, the evidence of the pictures from Earth from space would not hold up in a court of law. They would throw them out. This is not evidence. Thank you for today's questions and answers.
Yeah, well, good luck with your project.
Cheers.
Yeah?
Keep it flat. Hello, my name's James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat.
Yeah.
I'd like to ask you what you know about our universe.
Our universe?
Yeah.
Not very much. I mean, I don't really understand it.
Okay.
I understand this sort of enormity and infinity of it, but I don't understand this whole concept of there being an edge to the universe or what shape it is and things like that.
Have you ever come across any alternative theories relating to our planet in the solar system?
I've seen and read various theories that physicists come up with, where they talk about different theories like string theory and different shapes that the universe might be, but it's all a bit over my head really.
Do you think there is any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
I think it's pretty unlikely.
Does this sort of thing interest you?
Well, yeah, it's just everyone, isn't it?
Oh, no, actually not. Do you believe NASA is telling the truth about its space missions?
Probably, yeah.
Okay.
I'm not a sort of big conspiracy theorist.
Have you ever heard of the Flat Earth theory?
I've heard of the Flat Earth Society, but I haven't heard of it in a sort of present day context.
Yeah. So you're not familiar with the Flat Earth map and how that looks?
No.
Yeah. Oh, it's quite fascinating, and it's gained momentum on YouTube, and people are trying to prove it's a globe by proving curvature.
Yeah.
That boat on the horizon, but with a telescopic lens, the boat's not falling off the horizon at 20 miles.
Yeah.
And it should have dropped some considerable hundreds of feet by then.
Oh, I see. Okay.
So that's why I'm out here today. And interviewing people before they maybe come across it.
Yeah.
And start to think about it critically themselves.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for stopping to answer my questions.
Oh, you're welcome.
And
I'll look out for it on. I'll look out for more information on YouTube.
yeah, the best documentary series is called Flat Earth Clues.
Okay.
200 proofs the Earth is not a globe.
Okay. Well, excellent. Thank you.
That's great. Have a good Monday. Cheerio. I'm just doing radio.
Oh, okay.
No filming.
Oh, okay.
That's great.
What do you need to know?
My name's James from the YouTube channel Keepin It Flat.
Okay.
I'm here with two lovely people who are just about to go for a walk in the park, and I've got a question. What do you know about our solar system?
It exists.
Very good answer.
And it expands.
It's all around us.
Very good. Have you ever come across any alternative theories relating to our planet in the solar system?
I know that there's the whole matrix theory, the whole
yeah, I was going to say like a hologram. Yeah.
We're being observed by some other observer.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I'll be looking into this.
Yeah.
Do you think there is any possibility the Earth is not a globe?
Only not as like if you assume that everything is sort of physical, then no.
Yeah.
You'd have to entertain some very metaphysical theory of the universe to accept that.
Great.
As an answer.
Do you believe NASA is telling the truth?
Hard to say.
What about aliens and things?
Oh no, about going to the moon and to the Mars.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I do too.
Okay. Has anyone ever mentioned the flat Earth theory to you?
No.
Is it like the original flat Earth theory? Or
Yeah, the original one. It's
Yeah.
kind of been updated recently.
yeah, that the world's not a sphere. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that doesn't really. It's hard to sort of continue believing that when it's easy to observe it from space. And,
Yeah, there seems to be lots of evidence, but
yeah.
I think the evidence wouldn't stand up in a court of law.
Ah.
So that's an interesting point I'd like to make.
Okay.
Okay, and the reason I'm out here today is filming to get people's first reaction to this and find out whether they know anything about it.
Yeah.
So thanks a lot for answering my questions and being part of this.
Okay.
And does this sort of thing interest you? Will you look into the flat Earth theory?
Yeah. What is the theory?
Okay, the theory is that we're on a fixed flat plane.
Right.
And the sun is 3,000 miles away, not 93 million miles away. And it's around the outside of the map is South Pole, Antarctica. In the middle is the North Pole.
Yeah.
And there's lots of clues relating to this. And there's a great series called Flat Earth Clues and 200 proofs the Earth is not a globe.
Okay.
So there's a couple of
How come it
references.
looks round then when you're on a plane?
Yeah, well, we've been told there's a curvature, and I always thought I could see it. I accepted, I'm looking at the curvature. But when I've actually looked at my photographs properly, there isn't one.
But from space looking at the Earth.
Oh yeah. They send up balloons, don't they? We have people sending up their own balloons with a fixed lens. It's not wide angle, and they're seeing it flat, and they're seeing the sun pretty close to the Earth with a sunspot on the cloud.
I don't know if I can buy that.
We have to look.
I'm not here trying to sell you.
No.
But thank you very much for being part of today's.
Thank you.
See ya. Cheers. quickly.
Yeah.
Hello, what do you know about our solar system?
Very little.
Have you ever come across any alternative theories relating to our planet in the solar system?
No.
Do you think there's any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
No.
Okay, I'll cut to the chase. Has anyone ever mentioned to you the flat Earth theory?
Yes.
Recently?
No.
Okay, and it's gaining momentum on YouTube. People are finding it hard to find the curvature. That's why I'm out here today, just to get people's first reaction to it before they could possibly come across it later.
Okay.
Thank you very much for taking part in my questionnaire. All the best.
Cheers.
From the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat.
Yeah.
I'm here to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
What do you know about the universe?
I don't know anything about the universe.
Oh, that's fair enough. So you've not come across any alternative theories relating to the Earth?
I guess so.
Yeah?
But yeah, I don't really. I mean, they're a bit too much sometimes.
Yes. Do you think there is any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
It's not round.
Yeah, it's not a football.
With my area. Is that your question?
Okay, I'll cut to the chase.
Okay.
Has anyone ever mentioned to you the flat Earth theory?
I've heard something about it, but I'd like to know more. Tell me.
Yeah. Well, it had always been flat before they came up with the idea that we were on a globe.
Okay.
And in the Bible, they wrote about it being this flat plane with the stars rotating above. And the sun's not 93 million miles away, it's 3,000 miles away.
Okay.
And the North Pole's in the middle, South Pole's around the outside. And like the yin-yang sign, the stars and the moon, the sun and the moon, go around the North Pole.
Okay.
It's a fascinating theory and it's gaining momentum on YouTube. That's why I'm out here today, getting people's first reaction to it.
So, everyone who's been in space, those pictures.
Yeah, they wouldn't stand up well in a court of law, I don't think. I think that people now are thinking the pictures are artist impressions. And that leads me on to my next question. Do you believe NASA is telling the truth?
I don't believe they're saying the whole truth, no.
Okay.
But
they might be faking some of it.
yeah,
Yeah.
probably.
Just for our
I
entertainment.
don't think. They're disclosing everything, like everything else, I guess.
Oh, they have to keep something secret.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
How exciting.
it's exciting.
Yes. Thank you very much for being part of my questionnaire this morning. I'm James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat. Lovely. See you later. There was a group of school kids that just walked past and they were all queued outside the cemetery where I'm standing. And they all stopped in a queue waiting for their teachers. So I explained to them that I was here filming for my YouTube channel, asking people if they know the Earth is flat, and that they all shouted out no, except for one kid who went yes. And that was about it. Anyway. My name's James from the YouTube channel Keeping It Flat.
Yeah.
What do you know about our universe?
Our universe?
Uh-huh.
I know really little. I know from what I've learned, like from information. I don't know if it's accurate or not,
Have you come across any alternative theories relating to our planet and the universe?
Well, I know that our planet is the stars. We are the flesh of the stars, in some ways, and everything is connected.
Yes.
And we are all interconnected in some way as well,
Do you think there is any possibility that the Earth is not a globe?
Actually, I don't know. Yeah, it could be,
Has anyone ever mentioned to you the flat Earth theory?
Yeah, some people did. But to be honest, I don't believe that, because when you really go higher, you can see that it's a bit curved, So that's just a simple basic.
But there's also pictures of the balloons going up with a fixed lens, not a wide angle, and it's coming out flat. But that's why I'm out here today.
There's enough technology to know about it, I guess,
Okay, so that's why I'm out here today, getting people's reaction
Okay.
to this
Okay.
and whether they know about it.
Okay.
And I know you haven't got time,
Yeah.
so a good place to look is a documentary called Flat Earth Clues.
Flat or glues?
Clues, yeah.
Okay.
And the reason I'm out here filming is because it's gaining momentum, and I've been looking into it,
Okay.
and so I'm getting people's reaction.
Okay.
Because I find it hard to believe we're actually on a globe now.
Okay.
I don't believe NASA.
Okay.
I don't believe went to the moon.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. Well, maybe yeah.
So, and so I've been looking into it, and people have got a telescopic lens on the boat on the horizon. At 20 miles, it's still there. It's not dipping down.
Yeah.
So,
but you know, there's a fact that if you go to a point, you can come back to another point. To the same point, like.
This is why the flat Earth map is like your wheel, with the Antarctica around the outside and the North Pole in the middle. So wherever you go south, you always end up at the Antarctica.
Yeah.
And this is why.
Yeah, but then it's not stopping. Is it stopping somewhere?
Oh yeah. Apparently they think it could be infinite, or ice. The ice could just continue, or
continue where?
A new dimension.
Why nobody explore that? We have cameras.
Yeah.
We have everything we need.
We're not allowed to go into Antarctica.
I don't. Yeah, maybe that's.
There's the treaty. They say no, you can't go there for resources. You can't. They're mining for oil. Only go there. There's only like 5,000 scientists.
Yeah, but, for my point of view, there's too many people on Earth with so many technology. Independent people that could definitely have proved us that since many years. If that would be the case. But it's your theory. I respect that.
Thank you so much for stopping. I'm James from Keeping It Flat.
Okay.
Latest.